Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today's date is Friday, December 12th. NFL this weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs continue their struggles in the last 5 games, winning one of those coming back against the Colts. Losing those other games, though, will host the LA Chargers. According to the playoff simulator, if Kansas City finishes 10-7, they have about a 46% chance of making the playoffs. Some probability, considering the conference and division competition, suggests 38 to 42%. That is according to if they win all these games. It seems unlikely, but we'll see. Rivalry game: Kansas City Chiefs, LA Chargers. In the AFC West, usually close game. Chiefs edge with Patrick Mahomes in the balance, offense, discipline, defense. Chiefs, Chargers edge, improved roster, strong pass, turnovers, opportunities. Key factors: quarterback play from Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes, run balance from Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, J.K. Chargers running back Omar Hampton, Cameron Dave Valade are the running backs they rely on. A power running back is also Haston Haskins. The Chargers beat the Eagles this week on Jalen Hurts' 4 interceptions. The Eagles had a chance to win it and were coming into winning zone, but would throw an interception. Maybe have won the game. The Chiefs are favored by 4.5. Injured players on the Chiefs this weekend. Justin Herbert is questionable with the hand. He was limited in participants in practice Friday, but I guess he'll probably play. Question mark. Lamar Cantry, he fainted foot. He remained limited in practice Thursday. Also questionable, Cherry Pickens did not practice in Wednesday's practice. Daniel Popper, a guy for starting. Linebacker Trey Dye, questionable. Harris Davis, questionable. All these players coming into question for the Chargers. Kansas City Chiefs illness: Nick Bolton, questionable. Did not practice Thursday. That was reported an hour ago. Offensive tackle Jawan Taylor, some expect to play, but he was limited. Did not practice on Wednesday either. Offensive tackle Wiley Morris is out on Sunday and possibly out the season. Quarterback Trent McDuffie was limited in participation in Wednesday's practice. Cornerback Roland Wallace is IR. He's out. Also, Josh Simmons is out and out for the regular season. This game kicks at 12 on Sunday. The Bears losing last week. An interception for sure to end the game. On a 4th and 1, ChatGPT has the Browns and the Bears Week 15 preview. Sunday, December 14th at Soldier Field. Temperatures expected to be in the 12 degrees. Browns strength, defense, pass rush, strong pass rush, upset potential, underdog mentally, could be forced. Browns weakness, offense struggles, injuries, and poor road performance, hurting scoring. Chicago's run game, Bears control the clock, and Browns defense gaps key to watch pressure. Chicago limited turnovers and mixed run, pass run. Cold may smooth towards slowing teams down, but favors the Bears' rushing attack. Iowa Cleveland is tough. Defense must shine, and any chances of an upset. The Chicago Bears are currently favored by 7.5. Kick is at 12. The Eagles. What's wrong with the Eagles? They will need to be better against a Raiders team that is not very good. Quick preview. Game: Raiders, Eagles, Sunday, December 14th. Eagles strength, balance, offense with strong rushing attack, play action, dominate by both defensive pressures. Raiders weakness, struggling, injury, and performance limited offensive line and quarterback uncertainty. Also, the Raiders look to be without their starting quarterback, Geno Smith. Will the Eagles execute under pressure, or they slip up under pressure? Outlook: Eagles heavily favored by 12.5, comfortably, but turnovers big. Keeps it close. Geno Smith is expected to be out. 12.5 is a line. We don't need to do much spread on the Giants and Commanders. Spread is 2.5. Kick is at noon. Jets and Jaguars will play each other. The same thing. We don't need to do much of a preview on that. Jacksonville has won 4 in a row. Meanwhile, the Jets have won 1 out of the last 3. Kick is at noon. Game: Cardinals Texans, Sunday, December 14th in RG Stadium. Arizona Cardinals line: Texans favored by 9.5. Why? Texans has one of the best defenses in the league. Arizona's offense has struggled. Plus, they're missing key linemen, which weakness protection football. Sharp football analysts: Cardinals possible. Their Jacoby Brissett has past success versus the Texans in prior years, which helps some hope could buy success in the Houston Chronicle. If Arizona could avoid 2 turnovers, exploit matchups, they might be able to keep it somewhat close. This looks like an uphill battle. Texans will likely need a comfortable win unless sparked from the Cardinals' turnovers. Kick is at noon. The game will likely be the Packers and the Broncos will be the best game of the week. The Packers have won 4 in a row and really hot. Week 15 preview of the ball. Ravens-Bengals. The Ravens and Bengals came in with a short, unusual mix and run concepts. Lamar Jackson creating a bat and turnovers. Cincinnati concerns Joe Burrow precision and passing, hoping to exploit matchups. This matchup precautions to clean up Burrow and clean and move the ball. Ravens dedicated their balanced attack where Cincinnati wears down likely. Spread 2.5, Ravens roughly by a field goal. That game kicks at 12. The Bills and Patriots, including a favored Buffalo Bills, are slightly favored by 1.5. In most books, money line around 118 to 100 bet. So you bet on the Bills, you win 100. 18 paths to win 100. Over under total 49.5. That means the Buffalo Bills are currently favored to win this game, but it's close and could easily go either way. New England leads AFC East by 11-2 and could clinch the division with a win. Earlier this season, with the Pats winning 23-20. That game also kicks at noon. The Titans and 49ers are favored by 12.5. Over the Titans, not much to preview here. 12.5 is a line. The Panthers and Saints play. The Panthers aren't as good as probably the record is, but just upset the Rams. Maybe the best team in the NFC. Panthers and Saints, December 14, 2025. Line prediction: Panthers are favored by 2.5, but just barely. Panthers have been about the record and have been inconsistent this season, facing a 3-10 Saints team who has been inconsistent. New Orleans has struggled on offense. Saints among the worst in several offensive categories. But do not count the Saints out. 9-20-25. The Saints beat the Carolina Panthers 17-7. The rivalry is historically close in defense showing up, offense struggling. Saints could. New Orleans Saints might take. Panthers are slightly favorites probably to win a close, low-scoring game, but given the history of the Carolina Panthers, expect a Carolina as a favorite, and 2.5 is a line, but maybe they should be more favored than that. Kick is at 3:20. The Lions and the Rams, possibly the best two teams by NFC, by not by record, but by just pure talent. The Lions are currently the 8th seed in the last playoff spot, so they're certainly not the best team this year. But here is the preview. The Lions will face the Rams. The Rams have come in strength with Matthew Stafford leading the balanced, explosive offense. While their defense has been steady and up front, the Lions can score with anyone but suggest struggling in secondary concerns. LA passing game expect a fast-paced matchup with big plays on the side to 5 to 6 points. The Rams come in strong with the home win with Matthew Stafford leading the balanced, explosive offense. While their defense has been steady up front, the Lions can score with anyone but struggle in the secondary and is concerned against the LA passing game. Expect a fast-paced matchup with big plays on both sides. Here's a short summary about the Vikings and Cowboys. The Vikings and Cowboys matchup. The Cowboys host the Minnesota Vikings late in the season in primetime. Both teams still have faint playoff hopes, but Dallas is more in stake. Odds are the Cowboys are favored by about 5.5 points. What to know? Dallas has a strong offense and home field advantage, but lost to Detroit last week. Minnesota offense has been up and down through the season. They have a big shutout win. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and playmakers give Dallas the edge, while Vikings rely heavily on defense to keep it close. Bottom line, expect Dallas to be favored in the most likely way through. Vikings could stay within striking distance but keep the game tight. Kickoff for that game is at 7:20. The Dolphins will play the Steelers in a matchup Monday Night Football. The Pittsburgh Steelers host the Miami Dolphins at Cure Stadium on Monday night. This is a key game for both teams. Pittsburgh is trying to stay ahead in the AFC North. Miami is trying to slim the playoffs hope alive. The Steelers are favored by 3.5 points. The total point line is around 41.5 to 42. Storyline: see Steelers defense versus Dolphins running game has leaned heavily on the running game for Miami. The attack, which recently could test the Pittsburgh Steelers run defense, cold weather, home field. Pittsburgh's strong Monday Night Football history, home and colder conditions may favor the Steelers, especially since Monday night Miami trends to struggle in cold games. Dolphins' offensive path has been really run heavy. Mike McDonald, which is limits Tua Tagovailoa volume, makes the ground critical. Expect a physical low tempo is favored by Miami strong in attack and keep it close, especially Steelers run defense issues. The Steelers to host this game is about a 3 to 3.5 point spread. The Steelers game time 7:15 ESPN. The Kansas Jayhawks outlasted NC State in overtime. It was a tightly contested regulation. The Kansas Jayhawks stayed composed an extra period, getting key stops and knocking down clutch shots. Their experience showed as they controlled the possessions and won the rebounding battle. NC State had a chance but couldn't convert consistently, while KU capitalized at the free throw line. The Kansas State Wildcats beat Creighton Blue Jays 83-76 in their game on Saturday, December 13th. They built a big lead and held off Creighton at half, coming back to get the road victory. Final score 83-76. Top performers David Kalata led with Kansas State with 19. Alberta Pashi Jr. added 18, and Kareem McKeefa scored 12. The Cats jumped and held on despite the second half push from Creighton. Mizzou will play tomorrow against Beathenhen. Tip-off is at 1. SEC Network. Mizzou is 9-2. Beathenhen is not 3-6. That's your college basketball local update.